Thanks, Katie. My name is Jason Lee, everyone. I'm the 2021 chair-elect for Nailba. We've had 2 great days so far for Nailba's Engage. Over 1,400 attendees. We're getting great feedback on the quality of the content and platform thus far. You guys all know 2020 has been an unprecedented year with new challenges, but these challenges also present incredible new opportunities to make a positive impact on our industry and on our country. Low interest rates are causing product pressure, and this is a real issue. We're seeing this in capital-intensive products such as guaranteed UL and 30-year term. Prices will continue to rise, and our carrier partners are working with us to manage through this. A global pandemic has changed our way of life for now, and increased underwriting complexity on certain risks and at older ages. A contentious election has further divided our country, but regardless of your politics, the results are clear and the country is moving forward. In our industry, will we see a future of scarcity or abundance? I see abundance and larger opportunity, and it all starts right here. Nailba has made progress over the past year, but we too have a long way to go to create real financial stability. Our legacy hotel contracts continue to be our #1 fiscal issue, yet we remain committed to minimizing and resolving them. Through all of this, one new trend is shining a spotlight on our industry. Consumers are thinking about life insurance more often. In fact, a lot more often. According to Google search, terms related to life insurance have increased 50% year over year on an organic consumer basis. Not only that, but clients nearing or in retirement specifically are thinking about reducing risks as the markets hit all-time highs and volatility remains well above average. This has driven interest in fixed and indexed annuity products as well as long-term care solutions. I've always believed we're the industry that protects families and businesses. And as BGAs, we work with advisors to help them communicate with their clients about risk management often, way more often than they currently do, in order to drive more results. So what are we going to do about this? Here are a couple of exciting new offerings we're proud to bring all Nailba member agencies. First, the Nailba Certified Case Manager Program. The program, when completed, will entitle your agency staff to Nailba's NCCM designation. It's comprised of 8 instruction modules on key case management topics. There'll be 175 question, that's right, 175 question final exam for those pursuing the NCCM designation. This will become the gold standard for case management, training, and professional development excellence in our industry. We're asking you to consider having a few of your case managers, whether it's the 1 case manager you have or it's 3 of your 5 case managers, go through this program and get certified. A tremendous amount of effort went into making this groundbreaking content available to member agencies. The program was led by Tiffany Markarian and had a number of BGA and carrier senior personnel, including our own Kanye McClellan from Broker Service. We're also pleased to announce a new partnership with Insured Connect. We're calling this Nailba Connect. This is going to give you a multi-carrier in-force data and policy service platform. Nailba Connect is for Nailba member agencies only and is provided as a new member benefit at no cost. It's included with your 2021 membership. You just need to renew by February 15th, 2021. It's our first attempt to really provide you with a window into your in-force book of business. So please take a look at Nailba Connect. We're really excited about where that can head. So today's theme is future forward, and there's a lot to talk about. I'd like to share a few thoughts with you around this theme of future forward. First, technology and how technology can drive process change in our business. The digitalization of medical information and the pooling of that medical information will fundamentally change underwriting in our industry. Also, access to non-medical information that can be predictive of mortality has already begun to change underwriting in our industry. But you'll see over the next several years, and we don't know if it's 3 years or 5 years or 7 years, but fundamentally, life insurance for most Americans is going to be a lot easier to get in terms of the underwriting process. The technology that we see pouring into the industry to capitalize on this and drive this change is unprecedented. COVID is only accelerating this process, and we're all responsible, I believe, for making our best efforts to move this process forward and really be part of that technological progression towards faster issue, almost instant issue products. Imagine products that could offer almost an instantaneous decision if the client agrees to an upcharge with a deep data search on all of the available data, medically and non-medically, that could help a carrier avoid full or traditional underwriting. Imagine products that offer a la carte features and benefits that can be added and instantly repriced. Taking bank account and credit card info in real time, easily over the internet, will become the norm. And obviously, we've seen e-policy delivery begin to take off already, but really creating that end-to-end experience from the time that products are quoted, selected, orders are submitted, underwriting and case management is executed on, offers are made, and policies are e-delivered. We're going to get there. It's just a question of how quickly and which carriers and technology providers get there first. I want to talk to you also about relevancy. Relevancy with sellers, with buyers, as well as regulators and lawmakers. Our products are no less relevant in what they do to serve the customer, but over the past 2 generations, they've become less relevant in the court of public opinion, both the sellers and the buyers. Now, I said earlier that Google search traffic is way up, but that's really because of COVID. If you look over the last 25 years to the general public, life insurance just isn't as core as it used to be for prior generations. Let's start with the sellers. Let's look at why this might be. We all know that over the last 25 years, the shift to fee-based planning and the recurring revenue that comes with that planning created the age of managing assets. We're now starting to see that shift to best interest planning, an era of best interest advice and broader financial advice that incorporates what we do, what I would call risk management more often. I think this move towards best interest is a really positive development for our products. Advisors will feel an increased emphasis on their duty to raise the risk management conversation with their clients more often. We need to lean into this with the firms and advisors that we serve. Over the same period of time, because of this shift to fee-based planning and wealth management, many advisors have begun to view life insurance as discretionary. It's not really necessary or a mandate to talk to your client about life insurance and risk management. I think that's a fundamental mistake. It's our responsibility as independent distribution to work with advisors and institutions to bring life insurance and risk management back to the fore. And I think our era of best interest and where that's all headed really is going to give us some nice tailwinds to make that process go even faster. Let's look at buyers for a minute. Why are buyers looking at life insurance differently today? Well, it's certainly partly because their advisors are talking to them less often about it. But it's not just that. If you look 50 years ago, our industry sold 20 million policies. Today, that number is half, 10 million policies sold into a population that has almost doubled over that same period of time. So why is that? Well, we know for one thing that there's increased competition for discretionary income. Some examples. If you go back to 1985, What's your bill for your mobile phone, for Wi-Fi, or for cable? Zero. Today, many families will spend $150, $200 or more dollars a month on those new technology items that we all take for granted and we all rely on. But the reality is that with fewer discretionary dollars and the perception that life insurance has become really voluntary, not necessary, the relevancy of our products to the consumer is simply not what it used to be. And that's why it's so important that we work with advisors to increase the number of times that these conversations around risk management happen between advisors and clients. Lastly, regulators and legislators. Our industry is scattered and disorganized in the minds of many politicians. We've got all kinds of associations advocating for different aspects of our industry. And when you look at what that does in terms of our desire to have a unified message to Washington and the state governments and the regulators, we simply need to do a better job at telling a unified story. We have to find a way to reach the broad middle of this country, the 75 million or more families that make up our middle class. And if we can do that in a meaningful way, it will fundamentally change the amount of relevancy that our products and our industry has with both legislators and the folks that put those laws into place, the regulators. Independent distribution has always been a catalyst towards increasing advisor awareness and education, but we've only just started. The process of shopping, selecting, and processing life insurance needs to continue to evolve. It's already started, but we've got to do more. Independent distribution is going to be part of the reason why our industry gets back to 20 million policies sold and beyond. If you look at the heritage of Nailba and our shared future of opportunity, along with today's theme of future forward, Nailba's heritage has always been as the voice of independent distribution, and that's always going to be the case. We've made major strides in the last few years, rebuilding our staff, reinvigorating our board, and upping our game with an improved member and carrier value proposition, a new, more interactive website, our new case manager training program, Nailba Connect, as we just mentioned, as well as this reimagined virtual annual meeting. Most of this is due to the tireless efforts of our new CEO, Dan Lebert, and the crack Nailba staff. I want to thank also our board and previous leadership for helping Dan shape an effective vision. We've come a long way, but we're really just getting started. We're aware, clearly, that the magnitude and velocity of change is increasing around us. Consumers can get information everywhere online about a variety of products and insights that help them make decisions about which products and solutions might be best for them. But they still want advice before buying life insurance. It's true that 50% more people are looking at life insurance online, but are they buying? And the early data shows that not all of those folks that are looking around are actually buying. So a lot of shopping going on, but not a lot of buying going on in terms of the increase. Also, will this increased interest in life insurance remain once the vaccine is here? That's in real doubt. We have to create our own future and really work with advisors and institutions to put a spotlight on risk management. The good news here is that the need has never been greater. There are more uninsured Americans in terms of life insurance today than ever before. That sounds like opportunity. Advisors and institutions need to hear from us every day about incorporating risk management. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's honestly the single biggest opportunity we have and the single biggest challenge. Nailba's commitment to you is to be a leader in this effort. Imagine a future where we as wholesale distributors could leverage our association membership to increase our influence with the advisors and institutions that we serve. You're starting to see this happen with the tools and resources that we mentioned earlier. Nailba can and will be a catalyst for our membership. And really think about this as a long-term goal. There are over 1 million licensed life producers in this country. If we could get the lion's share of those advisors to just sell a handful of policies a year by talking to their clients, that would double our industry's current total production. It's only going to happen if we embrace change, technology, advocacy, and our role as the leading association in wholesale life product distribution. So as you explore the content today, throughout Nailba Engage, think big. Leverage the new resources Nailba has made available to help your agency thrive. There's a lot more coming as well. Let us know how we can do a better job as your association. Most of all, I want to thank you, our members, our IMO partners, our carrier partners, and our vendor partners for your continued support of Nailba as we continue our journey leading through this time of incredible change. Rest assured that Nailba is not just focused on protecting our heritage as the voice of independent distribution, but on collaborating and leading our industry through a period of unprecedented change and growth. I know we're up for the challenge, and it begins now. Stay tuned for the carrier update next from Prudential.